He's accused of hitting and killing a Valley mother, seriously injuring her 2 young children. And now, more than a year later, he has barely spent a second in jail.
It is basically a slap on the wrist, all because of a loophole in state law.
Making these changes is the right thing. It wasn't right for Pam, but it's still the right thing to do.
It's a new push for justice in the death of Pamela Hesselbacher. Thanks for choosing us tonight. I'm Steve Irvin.
And I'm Stephanie Hawkridge. That fight for justice is now heading straight to the state legislature. ABC 15's Sonu Wasu has our big story tonight.
This is something Pamela Hesselbacher's family has been fighting for months. I'm in Chandler near Ray and College Street, where this makeshift memorial for Pamela Hesselbacher still stands more than 1 year later. A mother who was just heading home from the park with her 2 children. Hit in the middle of a crosswalk by this driver, William Epperlein, who told police he did not see the red light.
What surprises me is the length of his repeated violations with DUIs, with excessive speed, failure to yield, driving on a suspended license numerous times.
Violations the family thought might hurt Epperlein in this case, but because of a loophole in state law, he walked away with just a slap on the wrist. That's because, according to the county attorney's office, Epperlein's license was not revoked for a previous DUI. It was simply suspended for not carrying high-risk insurance, also known as SR-22, language that means the difference between a felony and a misdemeanor in this case.
I was outraged. I couldn't believe that he wouldn't be prosecuted for this one small thing.
For the last year, Pam's family has poured their grief and anger into action, trying to change the law. State Representative Maria Sims, also a former Assistant Attorney General, was moved by Pamela's story.
As a mother of 3 myself and a lawmaker, these are the kinds of stories that keep me up at night. And it's just such a tragedy that the person responsible for her death and the severe injury to her babies got away with a slap on the wrist.
Sims tells us the bill has the backing of the Arizona Attorney General's office.
Changes need to be made. Let's make them. There's no excuses.
While it may not mean justice for Pamela, her family tells me they hope it will protect families from further grief in the future. In Chandler, Sonu Wasu, ABC 15, Arizona.
Yeah, I think we all remember this accident, and we were shocked he's not going to be in jail at all, basically, for this, especially with that driving record.
Yeah, and it's amazing, the family, I mean, they're not just complaining about this. The amount of work that went into this case for them in order to get this bill, you know, to be heard in our state legislature, it's unbelievable. So,
not easy to pass a law.
Yeah.
This proposed legislation, by the way, is called Pam's Law. It'll be heard in House chambers coming up tomorrow afternoon.
This next story is just tragic, and there are some new developments tonight in a nasty crash in Phoenix. A 3-year-old boy who is critically injured has died. Here's the scene near 16th Street and Greenway. 2 cars crashed and slammed into a block wall. 4 other people were hurt in this, including a 6-year-old girl who we're told is currently listed in extremely critical condition. Police are investigating whether impairment played a role in that crash. Tonight, a Phoenix Circle K is closed for hours after a man is stabbed to death inside the store. It happened at the business near Cave Creek Road in Peoria. Police tell us Ramon Isidro stabbed the 54-year-old man from behind. He took off but was later taken into custody at a nearby apartment complex. He's now facing murder charges.
Right now, parents in Scottsdale rallying as we speak, demanding the school superintendent quit over a financial scandal. ABC 15's Melissa Blasius is live with those parents right now. And Melissa, what's going on?
That's right. We're outside of Coronado High School, where a rally with parents has just wrapped up. They say they are fed up with the superintendent here, Denise Birdwell, for numerous issues, including a recent scandal involving the alleged misspending of taxpayer money. New leadership now! New leadership now! This comes just weeks after the school district's chief financial officer was accused of funneling school money to a company she was affiliated with. The CFO has resigned. A district report indicated the superintendent generally would not have reviewed the CFO's expenditure that were at issue here. Still, parents say they have no confidence in the superintendent's leadership.
Our community members aren't happy, and I don't think this is going to change anytime soon. So for the sake of our children, just so that we can get back on the right track, I think it's probably time.
and the parents saying that there are numerous issues, including some involving teachers that they are upset about. In fact, teachers joined parents during the rally out here today as the school board met inside this building here behind me. Now, the school board president also issued a statement this afternoon saying our job is to take all of these voices and weigh them together as we try to make the best, most informed decisions we can for our students. That's what being a governing board member is about, and I and the rest of the board remain committed to that work. Of course, much more coming up on this story tonight on ABC 15. Back to you.
Melissa, thank you.